Live from GBS headquarters is the GBS Sportscast. And now, here's your host, the Commish.
Hey folks, welcome back to week number 5 of the GBS Sportscast. What an exciting week this week, wasn't it? Great week in GBS football, great Monday night game. Let's get to it right now, okay? Everyone's had the taste of humble pie now after this weekend, after the two previously undefeated teams went down to defeat. Tom Brokaw called in and gave us his opinion.
Then there is what could only be a bizarre coincidence or something else.
I don't know what it is, but it's both teams went down this week. Before we get to those games, though, let's take a look at what else happened in the league. Punishes dropped their third straight, falling to 6th place. This time at the hands of the Computer Geeks, 62-54. Brett Favre and Brian Leonard had 13 each for the Geeks. The Punishers were beaten by the cruel hand of the Game Time Scratch. Marvelous Marvin Harris and Todd Heap were both Game Time Scratches.
Crap.
Yeah. Strangely enough, though, they scored more points than quarterback John Kittner, who was sacked 5 times and scored a -5 on the day. Insert your own J-Mo's sister joke here. Hey, a bulletin. Breaking news. Black Label Society is in first place. Yeah! They came from behind to take a share of first place this week after handing the Chocolate Salty Balls their third straight loss, 87-71. Jason Witten was the top scorer for BLS on Monday night with 16. Algie Crumpler had a fat, big egg at tight end for the Salty Balls. This was the first time in GBS history that I can remember that BLS has had a share of first place during the middle of the season. As a matter of fact, let's go back to the last time Lance's crew was on top. I got nothing. Yeah. Okay, the Monkey Spankers. Oh, what's happening with the Monkey Spankers? They did get Brandon Jacobs back from injury. He's finally back on the field, scored 14 points for the Spankers, but it wasn't enough. Oh, it wasn't enough to stop the skid. They fell to Beantown Badass 60-52. Torrey Holt scored 16 for Badass. This is a rough game, folks. Deion Branch and Jamal Lewis went out with injuries early for the Spankers. Matt Leinert broke his collarbone for Beantown, and he's out for the season. Here's a report that we just had phoned into the GBS newsroom from a reporter that was at the game.
Listen, folks, I'm going to have to stop for a minute because I've lost the voice. This is the worst thing I've ever witnessed.
Oh, apparently it was really, really bloody over there. Anyway, yeah, featured games of the week. 2 teams came into this week with 4-0 records. Both went down to defeat. Here to shed a little more light on those games, a special guest, former lead singer of the world-renowned rock band One Night Stand, now launching his solo career right here with us. Will you please welcome GBS recording artist, MC Magic Mike. stuff. Yeah, all right. Woo. Good stuff. MC Magic Mike, folks. All right. That's right. The Killer Buckeyes behind Ronnie Brown's 20 points edged out the who'd they play? Edged out the Slackers. Oh my goodness, 72-69. Eli Manning and Plaxico Barras each had 18 in a losing effort for the Slackers. Santonio Holmes pulled a hammy in warm-ups and was unable to play for the Buckeyes. Casanova's got to stop warming up with those cheerleaders. Oh boy. Finally, the Wolfpack and Nick. That's all. Nick, yeah, that's all, folks. Kicked a 52-yard field goal with 2 seconds left Monday night as part of a 16-point come-from-behind win over the Flying Dutchman, 87-81. Tom Brady had 28 for the Dutchman, but Joe Adai was one of those, another game-time scratch, and that was the difference. And speaking of scratching, how does that song go again? Hey, folks, we'll see you next week, all right?